Hey Poopy is looking for you and your poo.
Do you have a question, story, comment, or fart noise you want to share?
You can email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com.
Or call us at the new Hey Poopy hotline, 203-998-5579.
Can't wait to hear from you.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
And now, the Hey Poopy Podcast with Dave and Ellen.
Hey everybody, we are back.
We are. So exciting.
Yes.
This is the Hey Poopy Podcast with
Dave
and Ellen, and this is episode 82, but it'll always be number 2 to us.
Yeah, so it has 2 in the number, so, it works.
It is.
And we have an awesome
I remember
special...
originally we said that when we did a 2 number, we were going to, celebrate, but I don't think we did past 22.
Yeah. But we have an awesome special guest coming all the way from Matlock, Washington, I believe.
Yes.
The amazing Heather Loop. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We're really excited for this.
Well, it was also the year I was born, so
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
I said 82.
Perfect.
Yeah, some lots of twos going on here.
Yeah.
It's a winning combination.
It's a good number to have in there, so... Solid. Well, again, thanks for doing the show, and we appreciate you being on.
Thank you.
Of course.
Heather, before we go into who you are, we'd like to know, how have you been pooing recently?
How I've been pooing recently. Let's see. I have to look at your chart really quick. Today I had a 5.
Whoa. Liquid.
Yeah, but that's going to change probably a little bit later today because I'm on my period, so,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Period poos are the worst.
Ellen, how have your poops been?
I have to report that on our last episode, Dave gave me permission to take a picture of one of my super long, beautiful Bristol stool fours to text him. And I almost did it today because, Dave, I pinched off like an 18-incher.
Oh, my God.
The only reason I didn't, and it fell out of me so perfectly, but the only reason I did not take a picture is it happened while my boyfriend was showering, and he was so mad at me for being in there and pooping while he was showering that I had to flush it really quickly.
Ah, gotcha. Well, next time.
I didn't get to document this excellent shit that I made today.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Kind of not really.
So, you another week, you're free of without seeing my poop.
Yes. It's shocking that we haven't seen each other's shits. I don't think I could do that to you.
But I don't think you literally just opened up the floodgates the last episode.
Yeah,
so
well, it's got to be specific.
Yeah.
So,
I'm only going to give you when it's like the best of the best.
Yes, please. Only the best of the
I'm not
best.
going to give you a mediocre turd.
No, I would prefer the best of the best. I want excellence.
Exactly. But yesterday, every time I peed, I squeezed out like a tiny little nugget. I literally squeezed out maybe about 8 nuggets yesterday. None of them were worth documenting. But it was so annoying because I was like, what is, can't you just make a normal fucking shit? What is these little rabbit droppings here and there? And then yesterday I almost had a Whitney again where I could feel like something got stuck up in me, but I used the bidet to squirt water up there to move it out. And as soon as I squirted it up, it fell out.
Oh, okay.
So you're welcome.
Thank you.
With my colossal check-in.
Man, I wish I had a bidet.
Yeah.
Get one. It's the best.
It's the best.
Can't. We have an outhouse.
Oh, shit.
Well, you can get a portable one.
right? Like when you just pump the water with your foot.
Yeah.
No, it's like a water bottle. It'll be like a water bottle that you could like fill up the water bottle and then just squeeze it on your hiney hole.
And they also have these new ones you can get that are like battery. You just like they're chargeable, so they're like a little. You can just put it and leave it in the outhouse, so it's like a little like a wand. So you can get those too. So you don't need a tank or anything. You can just like have it set next to the outhouse and then just do your business. And then when it needs a charge, you just charge it up like a phone.
Yeah. You just hook those up.
I'm sorry?
Just run the hose over to the outhouse instead.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
just get an
that's
extra
even
long
better.
hose. You could do that, yeah. It'd be really clean. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Actually, I'd like to see that. Please do that. We'll get you like 100. Yeah, please.
Hosing off the butthole.
Yeah. You're like, check this out. You can have someone like just film like the length from going from the inside the kitchen or whatever, the bathroom, and like just have it go all the way outside and like one long 100-foot cable.
We have a pretty bougie outhouse, actually.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I should send you guys a photo of that.
Oh my God, please do.
Yes, please.
Please do. I love that.
And Dave, how's your poo-poo been?
Mine are fine. I had like a 5 today, this morning.
Oh.
You know, pretty a little loose, but you know, still fibrous.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing to write home about. Kind of just boring, actually. There was the one drop this morning, and then I went for a run, and that was it. And I'm hoping to take another shit later today, so we'll see. There's still plenty of time left in the
My
day.
fingers are crossed.
Yes.
Totally.
So, Heather, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Shit, I don't even know. I live in the woods in Washington. Oh, I've told my boyfriend's like pointing at the outhouse. He's like, tell him about the outhouse.
Oh, we know about the outhouse.
I make jewelry for a living. I run,
I said cool.
Yeah, so I do like a lot of electroplating stuff where I just electroplated some foxgloves and
Oh shit.
yeah, it took me 2 years to figure that shit out. Let's see what else. I don't know. I live a pretty quiet life. Like our neighbors don't really they're so far away they look like ants. I go wandering in the woods and like find bones and make jewelry out of it, and nobody bothers me. It's pretty nice, quiet, chill. We have a goat farm. We have a
nice.
3-legged possum that we rescued. Yeah, she's cute.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see. We have chickens, dog, cat. Farm life.
All right.
Amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love possums because they eat ticks.
Yeah, they eat the shit out of ticks. They eat between 3,000 to 5,000 ticks a season each.
That's amazing.
Damn, that's crazy.
And they're into Lyme disease. They're immune to rabies because their body temperature is, I think, 5 to 10 degrees too low to carry rabies. They're very harmless. They literally play dead. That's their biggest defense.
Yeah.
They're just yeah, our possum, dog.
You're like, that was not the possum.
For a second. And now he's like, we'll talk about me.
Yeah.
Her poops are very emoji style poops though, which is really funny. Because they're
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they're almost like a perfect little swirly soft serve pop.
Oh, that's so good.
So that's the one thing I've noticed about her poops. I'm like, very cartoonish looking there.
You have to take a picture and send it to us. I need to see what a possum poop looks like.
All right, I'll take when she comes out later tonight. I'll take a picture of her. I'll take a picture of her poop for you guys.
Yeah, please. We'll document it.
But she's funny. She just tolerates us. She doesn't really necessarily love us.
Gotcha.
She's with the roommates, so she's just like, "Oh crap, you're out again."
Well, should we
So,
start?
Heather, now that we know what you do, why don't we know some more about your outhouse situation?
So we have Well, when we first moved into this house, we have like one of those composting toilets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we are all like, there's three of us living here, and we're like, we are massively poopy people, and this poor little tiny composting toilet cannot handle the shit. The three like massive shitters on a daily basis. So my boyfriend and his friend were like, well, I guess we're building an outhouse and digging a hole. So yeah, we have a pretty nice outhouse though. It's big, it's comfy. We have to dig a new hole every 6 months, which is kind of gross. But
And what do you do with the old hole?
We fill it back up with dirt and turn it into compost.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been pretty. I mean, it just gets gross when you have to move it once in a while, and you have to like move like human shit around to like
Yeah.
knock it down.
Oh my
You're like,
God.
oh yeah, there's that fresh smell that's been hiding underneath all this crusty poo.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that doesn't sound that awesome.
Can you pee in your outhouse too?
No, we don't. I just pop a squat outside.
Yeah, we talked to somebody else who had to clean out a composting outhouse, and they said that you didn't pee in it. It's only for poop.
Yeah, it's only poop. You don't put your shit tickets down there. You have to put your shit tickets in a plastic bag.
Oh.
Because the toilet paper and your pee will disrupt the pH level just like the human poop. And also toilet paper doesn't compost as well. Like it takes a lot longer. Is that right, Josh?
Yeah.
My boyfriend's really good about it. So yeah, and he was just saying like if you use ash, it helps like compost it better.
Oh, awesome.
Turns to like a lye opposed to the sawdust that we're using. But where we live, we have a lot of burn bans because it's just like a tinder box out here in the summertime.
Oh
So we
shit.
can't collect enough ash. So we have to use sawdust,
Oh, gotcha.
which
Okay.
is still good.
Nice.
But yeah, you don't want to pee in the outhouse.
Yeah, we just learned that, and I'm one of those people, as I said, like yesterday, every time I peed, a poop came out. So it's like, I would be terrible at those kind of outhouses because it's like happening both at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of pee's okay, but you don't want to be like using it as like your toilet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you want to pop squats every once in a while. I mean, I dump my Diva cup down there sometimes, so.
Uh-oh. Do you have to fish it out?
No. Like, I'll just pull it out and then dump my blood down in there.
Oh, now I get what you're saying. I thought you meant like the Diva cup popped out of your vagina and you lost it in the outhouse.
Yeah, I think at that point
no,
he's
if I
buying.
lost Diva cup to the outhouse, I'd be like, I guess I have to get a new one.
Yeah, I would
yeah.
say yeah. You'd probably buy a new one. I wouldn't be fishing that out.
Yeah.
Let me clean this off
Yeah.
real quick.
No amount of boiling would help that situation.
That is
Yeah.
a recipe for a UTI.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God. Ugh.
completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. So should we get into some questions then?
Yeah. Bambi the Mermaid suggested you to us, so we're very excited because we love Bambi, and she
I love
brought some
Bambi
pretty.
too.
Yeah, she brought some killer fucking stories. So if she said that you were a winner, no, we trust her. So if you do use toilet paper, what brand do you use? And in your outhouse, do you hang it on the roll over or under?
So we are using, I think right now, just Costco Kirkland brand. We get like
Yes.
the big, like, super size, family size rolls because we live 45 minutes from Olympia. So when we go to
wow.
town,
Oh
we
shit.
like basically shop for like a month. So we just have like the Kirkland brand. We don't hang it. It's just sitting next to the toilet. So there's no over or under. But if I had to prefer one, I guess over. When I change the toilet paper roll at someone's house, I just put it over, I guess. But it's not really a preference.
I would say 80% of our guests are over, but 20 are under, like Dave.
Yeah, I'm an under, but
No,
I definitely think it's more like
not
90%. I'd say it's more 90% are over, but it's okay. Not everybody can be
One
right.
day the world will be under.
Yeah, right? Not everybody can be correct. No.
And do you sit or stand to wipe your butt?
I sit. I do kind of like a lean, like I lean to the side and I wipe.
Do you lean
But I
to
have
the
a-
left side or the right?
The right. But I have
Are
a
you
massive.
left-handed?
No, I'm actually ambidextrous.
Oh.
Yeah. But I do wipe with my left, and I have a massive booty, so
Ooh.
it's like hard, to reach to like a wipe around. So I have to kind of like, I kind of actually do a little bit of like left, right.
Nice.
I'm like, one day I'll get around this massive booty, it'll work.
Even more of a reason to get a hose up in there
Oh, yeah. Get that hose going.
with the bidet.
Just the hose. Just the hose.
Just the
now.
hose. It gets the hose.
Exactly. What's your first memory as a kid about poop or fart?
So my first memory is so there's 3 girls in my family. I'm the middle. So I have an older and little sister. And my older sister was babysitting me and my little sister, and my little sister just had a massive diarrhea explosion, like massive. And I remember it leaking out too.
Oh,
My
shit.
mom-
Oh, Lordy.
My mom just told me a story of how I had a massive diaper explosion when I was a kid and it exploded everywhere too. And I was like, this must be like a family trait here. But my little sister, yeah, it was like leaking out. So it's like coming out on both sides of her legs, like the front of her, the back of her. And it's just like that really like green, that like almost soup, like pea soup
Yeah.
green
Oh, yeah.
color, and it was just massively like the smell was so gross. It was so foul, and my older sister like picks up my little sister, and she's just like crying hysterically, and she like flings off the diaper and like flings it, and just poop goes like flinging everywhere. It's like on the walls. It hit me. It's like across my chest, like on my chin.
Holy
and I'm
shit.
crying now. I'm covered in shit, like stinky, like pea soup, baby poop.
Oh,
And I'm just like crying. And so my older sister's just crying hysterically. And she's like calling me, Mom. She's like, oh, what am I going to do? And like, my mom's just like, just change her diaper. Calm down. Change her diaper. And she's just like having a meltdown, and I'm having a meltdown. And I think I ended up changing the diaper. I'm pretty sure how
oh,
that
How old
ended.
were you?
I was probably around 6, maybe 5.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
damn.
And how old was your youngest sister that it happened to?
She was, she was probably around 2.
Oh.
Damn. That's a lot of poop.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was, yeah.
And baby,
and
ugh.
my older sister started vomiting at one point, so she had like
Oh
shit
my
and
God.
vomit. And she's like,
Oh, my God. What
That's-
did she eat?
That's like a fucking
I
nightmare.
don't
Oh, my God.
know.
Jesus Christ.
So that was a fun day.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. What is your best cure for diarrhea or constipation?
That's my boyfriend Snickers in the background.
Yeah.
So I'm totally sure. Let me tell the constipation story first.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's hear it.
This is the best cure for constipation, which turns into diarrhea. But so we went out to eat one day at this restaurant in New Orleans, and I came back, and I just like was immediately constipated. And then a few days go by, and I'm still constipated. And he's like, "You don't look well." He's like, "I don't feel good. I haven't shit in like 3 days. Like I'm backed up. I don't feel good. I just can't shit." So there's two different versions to this story. There's my version and his version. I'm going to tell mine. So his stoned ass goes to the corner store and talks to the guy behind the counter who ended up being really good friends with us later on. And he's like, is there something that, like, for constipation, like, I just need something, like, just to be able to shit. And the guy gave him magnesium citrate, a bottle of it, pretty big bottle of it.
Fuck.
And I think Josh thinks the guy was fucking with him and told him to drink the whole bottle. I think he wasn't tension, and he said that the guy said to drink the whole bottle, but only like take like a couple like tablespoons. But anyway, so he comes back and he's like, the guy at the corner store says to drink this whole bottle, and I'm like, are you sure? That looks like a lot. He's like, no, I promise. He told me you have to drink the whole bottle. So I didn't even think about reading the instructions, just like blindly like trusting my boyfriend, crack open the bottle and down the whole thing.
Oh,
and I'm like,
fuck.
I'm like, so when is this supposed to work? Like, I don't know. Let's read the instructions. And it's like, drink like 2 tablespoons. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What did I just get myself into?
Oh, my God.
Then an hour later, it is just like explosion. And I'm just sitting on the toilet, and I swear everything I've eaten over and I think I was like 32 at this time, everything I ate for those 32 years was just falling out of me.
Oh, my God.
And it was like nonstop. I think I was on the toilet for about 2 hours of just like nonstop, like explosive diarrhea. And then I was like, oh my God, I hope I got it all out. And I'm like sweating. And I'm just like, like my asshole's going into labor. And I'm just like, oh my God. I was like, I hope it all just came out. I hope it all came out.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, I'm good. So like I get in the shower, clean myself off, and I go and lay down in bed, and I'm like, I probably should drink some water, get some like electrolytes back inside of me. As soon as I start chugging a bunch of water, I'm like, oh! And I like run to the bathroom to like shit out all the water. I couldn't hold anything down. For 3 days straight, I couldn't stop shitting my brains out. Anything I put in my stomach came right out for 3 days.
You had 3 days of constipation and then 3 days of serious diarrhea.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, what do I do? I was like, what do
Die?
I do?
You're like,
And
just kill me.
I think you have to write it out for diarrhea. And I was like, I think you're right.
Oh, my God. I would have been like, kill me,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, it was...
Just...
It was pretty, it was an experience, let me tell you.
Oh,
What
my...
was the original food that you ate that constipated you so badly? Do you remember it?
It was just this diner. It's this like really well-known diner. I'm not going to say it because it was a one-time thing only for me.
Yeah.
But it was just like greasy. It was a Greasy Spoon diner, and I think they just had like pancakes, like a basic breakfast, just like eggs, pancakes, and sausage.
Fuck.
I don't I don't know why that one time, because usually it would give me the run. But this one time, I don't know what happened. But it was awful. Being constipated is awful.
Oh,
I
it's
actually
the
take
worst.
dairy over constipation any day.
Oh
Same
yeah,
here.
yeah, me too.
Completely.
Oh God,
Well, I
no.
was just wondering what you ate because, like, I know I'm gluten free because if I eat bread or pancakes, I won't shit. But the fact that you even like ate something and you felt the constipation like hours later, like it wasn't like 24 hours later, like you knew it was stuck inside of you.
Well, I was trying to take a shit, and I'm a person who has no problem taking shit. They like to slide right out. And when they're not wanting to slide right out, I'm like, something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my God.
Wow.
That's just like.
My boyfriend's just laughing in the background. He's like, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You're like, ugh.
He was in the bathroom with me holding my hand as I shit.
Oh, that's sweet.
I feel like there's something very biblical about that story too. Like the first 3 days you're constipated, the next 3 days you have diarrhea, and the seventh day you get to rest. You know?
Oh my God.
Call me the Mary Magdalene of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Mary Magdalene. Oh my God, that's so crazy though. I would have lost my mind after 3 days. Just 6 days of up and down like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh,
Oh,
It was really bad.
I can imagine.
wow.
I just,
And then we went back and told the corner store guy the whole story, and he was like, "Wait, which one was?" And I was like, "It was me," because we became really good friends after that. He's like, "Oh shit!" He was like, "Heather, you drank that whole bottle?" And then and I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "I'm so sorry."
holy shit.
I probably would have done the same thing if I was constipated for 3 days. I would have been like so desperate that I would have drank the whole bottle, like, and just been like, "Well, it's got to work, right?"
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
blindly cracked. I finally just trusted my boyfriend, just cracked that bitch and drank the whole thing.
Wow. I'm the kind of I would have gone with the directions first. I just want to. I would have loved to see your face after you just chugged it, then read the directions. You're like, oh no. Like this is going to be interesting.
That's the stuff they give people before a colonic too, or a colonoscopy. I mean, not a colonic. Like they want people to chug that so they empty out, so then they can see up there. Really, you know.
Oof.
Well, it works.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
Wow.
You're like, mission accomplished. Oh my God. Fuck.
I was cleaned out.
So your
Wow.
your cure for constipation is drinking a whole giant bottle of that stuff.
Yep.
This works every
Diarrhea,
time.
which you have to ride right through.
Yeah.
And then wait, what was your cure for the diarrhea after 3 days of shitting all that out?
There is no cure for diarrhea. I was just like, I guess I'm going to have to shit it all out until it goes away.
It's a waiting game.
It's like, I'm going to have to ride this. Like, I'm going to have to ride through this.
Oh my God.
Powerhouse through it.
Oh my God.
The clock is ticking.
Oh my God. That's awesome. I'm sorry. I'm just like picturing this whole scenario. You in the toilet for that many hours and just like day after day, you're like, when is this hell going to end? Oh.
It was like anything I ate or drank too. It was like instant. I was like, oh my God, running to the bathroom through a shotgun. So like my bedroom's on the very end, and then the bathroom's on the very opposite end. So I'm like running through like my roommate's room, the kitchen, the living room, just trying to get to this tiny little bathroom, hoping I pull my pants down in time.
I mean, at that
It's
point,
surprising that you didn't have to go to the hospital. Like, if I was shitting that badly for 3 days straight, I might end up in the hospital.
well, New Orleans hospitals really aren't anything to be proud about.
Yeah. You're like, I'll just wait this shit out. It'll be fine.
You're probably better off on treating yourself.
Oh,
Oh, Lordy.
yeah. Oof. Oh, my God.
What are your favorite products that you use to help you poop? Do you have any supplements you take? Wipes, room spray, like a stool, matches for the smell?
Well, the smell's not really an issue because we're in the outhouse, so it's pretty. We leave the door open all the time. We actually just shit with the door open and look at the sky. Really lovely, actually. We
Do
have.
you ever have any animals go in, like animals that shouldn't be in there go in there?
My cat that likes to come in and hang out with me while I poop. Oh, the baby goats would jump on my boyfriend's lap.
Oh, my goodness. That's adorable.
Let's see. We have baby wipes, and I actually just bought a squatty potty the other day.
Ah. Now to our favorite question that might open the floodgates. What if you have to go Bristol 7 and there's zero toilet or outhouse in sight? Do you shit in your pants or do you go somewhere on the ground or floor?
The ground to floor, for sure.
I would assume you would say that because you're living out in the wild. That's just curious.
Are you
Like,
calling
if
me
you-
feral?
Maybe. But if you were, like, say you were at Costco and you're, like, in the depths of the Costco and you can't get to the bathroom in time.
Oh, I'm shitting on the floor in Costco.
Yeah.
No shit.
Wait, say that again,
Do
Heather.
you have
What'd
any accident stories like that?
I do actually have a recent one, but it's not a poop story I actually have a couple poop stories, but all right. So I'll tell this one. So it was Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and my boyfriend had started the night, I think, with mushrooms. Oh, I started the night with mushrooms, and then we did a bunch of coke. And then we drank a bunch, and then we went home and did a bunch of MDMA. And then that wore off, and it's like 4 a.m. And we're like, why don't we drop this acid? Why not? It's Mardi Gras. And like, we're like, I think it was 6 p.m. the next day by the time we were like, we're hungry. Let's order a pizza. And so we order pizza, and like, I lean over, and I'm like, rip a fart. And I sit really quickly, and I look at him, and my eyes are all wide, and I'm like, oh. And he goes, what? And I was like, I don't think that was a fart. And he goes, what do you mean? And I was like, I don't know if it's mushy. He goes, how bad is it? He like pushes me forward, and he goes, oh my God, Heather. Oh my God. Go get in the shower right now.
God.
And I was like, what? How bad is it? Like, just go get in the shower. I'm going to take care of this. And he like, so I got a run in the shower. I didn't even look at it. I got like a secondhand version of what it looked like from him. And so he like rips all the sheets off the bed like a good boyfriend, and then he actually has to spray bleach on the mattress so through because it was so juicy.
Oh my God!
2.5 foot landing.
He said it was a 2.5 foot landing strip of just like jet stream projectile like liquid shit that I just farted out.
God!
After I get out of the shower,
Were you laying in bed eating this pizza naked? Like, how did it get
yeah,
everywhere?
yeah. we were totally naked, just eating pizza in bed, like super hungover, like detoxing from like a massive amount of drugs and alcohol, and like just having a good old time. I just like leaned over to the side and was just like, and I was like, that wasn't what I thought it was.
Oh my God. Oh.
And so after he like put new sheets on the bed and stuff like that, bleached the mattress, he throws the sheets outside on top of our trash can. On top is the key word here, not in, on top. With like shit on top being projected to the world of like, hi, somebody in this house just shit the bed.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know this till the next day because I was all like, hungover and like clean now and just crawled back into bed. And like I go out the next day and I'm like, really, really, Josh, you couldn't put the goddamn sheets in the goddamn trash can? And I wouldn't let him tell the story for about a year because I was so embarrassed.
Aw.
And then I got over
You
it.
had the right reaction. Aw.
I wouldn't let him tell it. I was so embarrassed. But then, obviously, not embarrassed anymore. That was just a fun time. Fun time in the poopy days of Heather Loop.
Damn.
Well, as we've learned on this podcast, never trust a fart.
Yeah, it'll betray you. It will betray you.
It will betray you. And we've also learned because of coronavirus that you should never fart naked because you spread bacteria that way. If you have clothing on, it filters it out. So don't just trust a fart. Don't fart naked.
I will think about that if I ever have to shit in the floor on Costco.
Yes, please let us know. Oh my God.
I did just a recent thing where I got really, really drunk at the house. And I got out of bed and I think I wandered to the door and then came back to the bed and just pulled my pants down and just started peeing on the floor. In the middle of the night, my boyfriend was like, Heather, you're peeing on the floor. And I was like, no, I'm not. And then he said, I just like waddled out of the room, just peeing still, and just continued to pee and just like finished outside.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Jesus Christ.
Well, at least it wasn't poop. Could have been worse.
It wasn't poop, but I did pee on the floor.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Do you have any other accident stories you want to share with us?
Let me think. Do I have any more? I feel like I have so
You
many.
said you had a couple.
Let's see. I know I'm like totally drawing a blank right now. Let me think about this for a second. Oh, when I first met my boyfriend, I farted on him. Here's that story. I forgot all about that story. Yeah, so we were in a bar in New Orleans and we met, and he was like kind of hovering around me, and I was just like, come sit down next to me, like let's hang out. And we were like talking and shooting the shit, and then I grabbed his hand and put it on my butt and farted on his hand, and he's like, did you just fart on me? And I was like, fuck yeah, fart so funny! And just started laughing, and I fell off my bar stool, and he was just like, I think I love you.
Oh,
That's awesome.
that's so romantic. Farts are a sign of love.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I was just looking quickly at your email, and you said something about pooping on a bicycle and then getting your shit stuck in your pubic hair.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I used to be a bike messenger, and I think this was in New York when this happened. So I did a chart, and I was riding my bike, and it was mushy, and it got stuck in my fucking pubic hair, which did not end up well for me. And I had to go to a bathroom and try and wash everything else and finish my day with no underwear, which is really uncomfortable if you're a female, because then your pants and stuff will kind of get depending on what kind of pants you're wearing, they can get pinched up in between your pussy lips.
Yeah.
But and it got stuck in my pubic hair, and then when I finally got home. This is how gross I used to be when I was a kid. I didn't just call. I was I gotta work and make money. I was I cleaned myself up in a public bathroom properly. And then and there was still poop in my pubic hair.
Oh my
It was
God.
gross.
Wait, what happened to the underwear? You said you got rid of it?
Yeah, I threw it away in a trash bag.
Oh, in the public bathroom you cleaned up?
Yeah. Yeah. It was well.
You're like,
that's gonna.
yeah,
Guess I have to get some new underwear.
yeah. You're like, those served me well.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm sure it wasn't the first time. I'm sure that wasn't the last time either. I feel like there's been a couple times when I've had some sharts, and I'm well, I guess this underwear is done for.
Yeah. It served its purpose. Thank you, underwear.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You saved you from ruining your pants too.
Yeah.
You can always save for half.
That's true. I mean, I have done that. Use the other half that wasn't covered in a shirt to wipe with.
Oh yeah.
If I was in public.
Yeah. You got to do that. You got to MacGyver that shit.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my God.
Or when you're out in public and you're cool, so there's no toilet paper, so now I have to rip apart the toilet paper roll and section it off and be useful with wiping myself down.
Yeah. Oh
Ugh.
my God.
Worst.
Woo.
I have
the worst public toilet you've pooped in, or just even seen?
I mean, any festival, any porta potty at a festival.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Porta potties are the worst.
Down.
Are the worst.
They are the worst.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a couple festivals where they're overflowing, it's a little mountaintop coming out of the toilet, and I'm just
Yep.
cool. So now I have to balance over this mountain of shit to add to it.
She's pantomiming.
and shit, maybe on the side of the mountain, so it will just avalanche down from that area or something. But and the smell, and the sun's beating down, and it's just a hot box of shit stink.
Oh, terrible.
Something stinks.
Oh my God.
So foul.
Yeah. Porta potties are the worst. Ugh.
And I like how I was this year or last year when I was doing festival season. The porta potties are win a honey bucket if you take a really good photo with you and your friends. And it's just cool.
In a porta potty?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I
They
guess it's
wanted you to?
Well, we never did it, but we were planning. We're how many people can we shove into the porta potty and take a photo of?
I would never do that.
But
Oh, I thought that they were having a competition, who could take the cutest picture in a porta potty.
no, they are, and then you could win a honey bucket for your event.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome. You go and you tag them in it
Oh.
by and like there was just oh my god, the worst is when you're hungover and you have to puke and you're like, do I puke in the porta potty or do I puke next to it? Ugh.
They're both horrible options.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
A lose-lose situation.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Woo.
One of our questions is if you're in a relationship, how your partner gets along with poop, but it sounds like you guys are extremely comfortable around each other.
Yeah. We have our fart symphonies in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, with
You
all
should
the
record one of those.
It's pretty funny. Like he'll rip his fart and then I'll rip one and then he'll rip one and then I'll rip one and like yeah.
And since you're finding bones and stuff out in the woods to make earrings, have you ever thought about making earrings from any poop you found out in the woods?
Oh my god, why? Would you do that?
Well, so kind of related, but I haven't really done anything with actual poop. But I have found owl pellets and used from owl pellets and things like that. So I guess
and you like dissect it to get some bones for your earrings?
Yeah. So it's kind of like poop related, but not really. But I mean, if I really, really, really wanted to, I could totally electroplate some poop.
Yeah. I want to see that.
I'm good.
I will probably try to do this now.
Maggie.
Oh.
I was telling them about Maggie poop.
Well,
I think I'm done with all the questions, Dave, unless you have something else to add.
I was just starting to say, like, we can get on to our next segment, which is called Let's Get Shitty. It's our little, you can complain about stuff section of the show. So, and and it could be like anything, you know, it doesn't have to be poop related, but if it is poop or fart related, you get extra points, but it doesn't have to be. So that's not a rule. But anyway, I'm going to play this little theme song, and then we'll get into it. So give me 1 second, and here we go.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Let's Get Shitty.
So, like I said before, you can complain about whatever you'd like. It does not have to be poop or fart related, but, you know. And since you're a guest, if you want to go first, you can. If not, we can swing back to you later. So if you got anything that, you know, to bitch or rant about, let us know.
Oh, I do. So we always have to drive to Shelton, which is like 30 minutes from where we live. And everybody there, I don't know if it's just something in the water, but people just don't know how to wear a mask.
Oh, yeah.
And when they're wearing the mask, it's like below their nose, which completely defeats the purpose of it.
Yep.
And I'm just like, what? What's wrong with all of you people?
They're fucking
I just
stupid.
heard today on the news, and I know our episode will come out a while from now, but Jacksonville, Florida has officially made it where it's like they have to wear a mask everywhere, and Jacksonville is where Trump wanted to do the RNC, the Republican National Convention. And so he's going to be really pissed because he doesn't want to wear a mask, but they are forcing everybody because Florida has such a bad outbreak that they have to do something.
He's not wearing a mask.
Yeah, well,
he's not going to.
What?
That guy
Say
is.
that again, Dave?
I said he's not going to wear a mask. He'll just be like, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Like, but like, it's just so stupid. I'm like, fuck him.
Oh, it's completely stupid.
I mean, I don't want people to die, but also part of me is like, fuck them. Don't wear a goddamn mask. I mean, I don't want them getting me sick, but I'm like, look, if you get sick and fucking die from this shit because you're too dumb to wear a mask, that's your problem.
Yep.
You know? Ugh. Anyway, ugh, that's so fucking annoying. That was like that was my complaint for like weeks. I mean, it still is.
yeah.
It still fucking is.
It's just so baffling to me because, like, you know, I live in the country, so I'm pretty isolated from everything and everyone.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I actually go into the city, which isn't even really a city, You know, it's like it's not even on the scale of like Tacoma or Seattle.
Right.
And it's still a really small town. And just people are I'm just like, oh my God, what would I do if I went to Seattle? I'd probably rip my hair out, you know?
Oh, yeah. You'd go crazy.
Well, I mean, some larger cities are more confining to the mask. We live in New York, and I feel like it's not everybody's doing it here, but it's pretty good here compared to like some of these smaller places. So,
I mean, I feel like for me, it's
but
like
we got hit so hard.
I think that like also, I mean, I feel like every other day I'm like, oh, people are being pretty good. Then like you go out the next day and it's like no one's wearing a mask. So it's just like in the city here. So it's just like hit or miss. But overall, I'd say most people wear a mask, but there's still a ton of people that don't. Like just they don't give a fuck. They just don't care. So I don't know. We're doomed.
We are.
We are the
We're
virus.
We are literally the only country who are everything's rising here. All the other countries have like been really good at curbing it.
Well, us, Brazil, Russia, I forgot the other country too that they're having some. Oh, India, parts of India are really bad. But it's fucked up. Like it's really cool. It's really cool right now. What's going on? Ugh. So.
Dave, do you have a Let's Get Shitty?
Yeah, I mean, it's just mine's a little bit smaller. I'm doing some freelance work, and it's like I'm just waiting for like feedback on this work I'm doing, and it's just like days will go by, and then I'm like, okay, I'm working on something else, and it's like, oh hey, can you fix this one thing? I'm like, now you're responding. So it's just more like it's a small gripe. I mean, but it's just annoying as fuck. You know, trying to get any work done when I'm could be looking for other better types of work. So I'm just really frustrated. I'm just really frustrated with that right now. But again, in the grand scheme of things, it's a small kind of gripe, but that's what's on my mind lately. How about you,
My
Ellen?
Let's Get Shitty is my doggie has been kind of sick with her seasonal allergies so badly that her eyeball got infected. And my boyfriend had an appointment for her for the vet that he made like 2 weeks ahead of time. And thankfully, like, the infection got bad, like, the day before. So he was like, I already have an appointment, whatever. But he goes to the appointment, and the vet office forgot to write it down. And they're like, no, we don't have an appointment. And we were like, yes, we made the appointment. And so I feel like coronavirus is, like, making people a little bit, like, forgetting putting things down in the book. I mean, I am doing it, too. But then he like was supposed to give the dog an allergy shot, and he left because it's like a no contact vet visit. So he has to drop off the dog, walk around, and then come and pick her up at the door.
Uh-huh.
And they said that they called him like an hour later, and they're like, oh, we forgot to give her shot. And it was like, that was the whole reason she was there, was to get the allergy shot, and you forgot to do it?
Oh my God.
So did you go back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, he had to go back because he paid for it.
Oh my God, that's fucking crazy.
My friend had to take her dog to the vet, and they forgot to write down the appointment too in Seattle.
Yeah, I feel like people are just so stressed out with everything that's going on in the world that they forget like the simple thing.
Yeah, that blows. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna take those problems and we're gonna flush them down the drain. There we go. So we have one more segment and we'll get you out of here. It's our news feature. I'm going to play this little theme song first and then we'll get into it. So here we go. So this apparently happened in the UK. Or sorry, it was reported by Vice UK. This happened it's a little older story, but and it's similar to one we did a while ago, but this one's pretty funny. There was a plane in 2008. Someone had their guts were so rotten it brought the plane down to a standstill. And apparently this happened before, but this was a man. Oh my God. Some guy was on a plane and It was from Dubai to Amsterdam. And one of the passengers refused to stop farting.
Oh my goodness.
It was so bad they had to fucking turn the plane around to land. And and I guess they put the word refused in quotes, but some unnamed older gentleman on this airline called Transavia was forcibly removed from the aircraft, making an unscheduled stop in so they were going to Amsterdam, but they stopped in Vienna because this guy was like, I guess, stuck between two dudes on the plane, and the people next to him were like, "Hey, can you stop farting?" And then basically the guy was like, "No," or he just either he couldn't because of a medical condition, or he just didn't want to. But apparently it was just so bad. Like the flight was just like, it was ridiculous. And then the airline staff was warning him again and again. And the pilot came back and asked him to. And then so finally, like, fuck it. And they just landed the plane in Vienna, and the police had to come on. They brought a dog, like Austrian police brought a fucking dog on there, and they removed the guy. It was just like, they're just like, This is insane. Yeah. Like, it was that bad.
That's so bad.
Yeah. Could you imagine the smell? Just like, oh my God, like just horrible. And he just wouldn't stop.
Did they reverse his ticket or anything?
I don't think so. If you get they arrested his ass on the plane, so he ain't getting that ticket back.
For farting.
Yeah. Apparently there was some blowback. There was some people on the same row. I guess it was an international flight. So it was like a big, like, not a middle seat, but like, you know, they have like the big middle row. And I guess there were some people in the other row that they were also saying where they were also farting. So they're just like, fuck it. You guys get off. They kicked the 3 other people off as well. And they're like, we didn't do anything. They're like, we didn't do anything. They're like, we don't care. So they had to find other flights, you know, from Vienna. I was like, what?
I love that you said there was blowback.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
there
like
was
that?
some blowback.
There was some blowback.
Yeah.
Pun intended. But I couldn't imagine a fart being that bad. Like this continuous farting. The people that had to sit next to this guy, I would have like killed this guy.
Ugh.
I'm like, please stop. Like, that's just like, what do you do? Like, I just like, oh my God. But anyway, I thought it was a funny story. And it was I feel like we haven't done a good fart story in a while, so I thought that was a good one. But
it's a great one.
With that, Heather Loop, thanks so much for being on the show, man. You were great.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
All the way 3,000 miles away in the woods, sitting in your outhouse.
Yeah.
This has been fantastic.
Yeah. Possums.
Lots of shit over here.
Yeah, lots of shit. We shared, we laughed, we learned. And we had some cameos from your boyfriend. Really funny. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So so where can we find you online for your jewelry?
I have a website. It's swampflagcreations.com.
Cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
I also have, my Instagram, which is also just Swamp Flag Creations.
Nice.
That's really it.
Cool.
Sometimes I do drag king stuff every once in a while, but most of the time I just make my jewelry.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, keep us posted if you make any poop jewelry.
I will.
Yeah, you can let Ellen know.
I'm gonna dry out some of Maggie's poop and electroplate it for you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want possum poop jewelry and a picture of that outhouse.
Oh yeah, we got to see the outhouse for sure. Well,
maybe a video tour of the outhouse. I need to get in on this.
Yeah.
It's a pretty new hole, so I think this shit's pretty far down in there. So it'll be a black hole if I video that. But...
Okay, yeah. Hit us up with that. We'll post it. Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, thanks again. Stay safe and enjoy your summer.
Thank you. You guys too.
Awesome.
Happy pooping, everybody, and toot toot toot.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect 4 Entertainment. Produced by Dave and Ellen, with executive producer Stormy Leather. Edited by me, Dave.
For more information, go to heypoopypodcast.com for episodes, merch, and more. Follow us on Instagram at Hey Poopy Podcast and Twitter at Hey Poopy. Theme song by Jordan Pearlson. Hey Poopy.